Hey everyone, welcome back to the Real Estate Rundown here with Marcy, where we meet with top professionals in our real estate industry, and we got a show prepared for you today. Stay tuned. Welcome back everyone to the Real Estate Rundown with Marcy, where we meet with top professionals in our industry. And today I'm so excited to introduce you to Jorge Collazo. Please, George.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Marcy, Gregorio, and Worldwide Title for having me as your special guest today. I'm very honored and privileged to be here with such a professional.
Thank you. I'm so happy that you're here and so proud that you're here. You've been in the real estate. I know you're going to share your story, but let me give them a little something.
Sure.
You've been doing real estate for long time. And I get so excited when I work with professionals like you in our industry, because it just elevates and combines our efforts of the real estate industry and what we do in bringing value to clients. So please, George, share your story. Who you are and what you do.
Oh my goodness, where do I begin, Marcy? For the decades of years that I've been in the business, it all practically started back in my youth. Believe it or not, I was like 21, 22. I started buying and selling properties, and I've always loved real estate. I had numerous other businesses, but I was more inclining towards the real estate industry. And I remember back in 91, 92, 93, I was finding myself buying and selling and listing with other real estate brokerage companies. And then I sold a retail operation that I had. And basically what I did was I said, hey, why not go into full-time in the real estate business, which is really what I love. So it goes back to 91, 92, and got my real estate license around 1994. And then in 99, I opened up my first real estate brokerage firm, which was my last name, Collazo and Associate Realty Company. Ever since then, I've been in the real estate market, and so it's going on 31 plus years, believe it or not.
It's such a good feeling to, doing this for so long. It's not an easy business. You really have to love it and be passionate about serving the community and serving, people who are buying and selling property and in all different facets, whether it's first home, investments, relocating into our lovely state here in South Florida and Florida in general.
I've been through the ups and downs, the good times, the boom, the meltdown. But as I always say, it's not easy business to be in, but Marcy, I love it. And when you love an industry, a service that you're in, whether you're a doctor or a lawyer or a real estate broker or in the real estate resources in general, you really make it seem easy for the client. Because I always say that all the experience and knowledge that I've accumulated throughout the years, I pass it on to the client and get them informed so they don't have to go through the ups and downs that I've gone through.
Yeah, and sometimes that the market takes us through, right? Because everyone always talks about the market, this market, that. Or for me, the market is the market, and there's always buyers and sellers for that market. Whether it's the boom area, there's always that buyer, that market that was sitting on the sidelines waiting for the wonderful opportunity during the boom.
Yes, in real estate, I've learned that it's really there's always going to be a market out there. It just depends on necessity versus opportunity. Is it the opportunity of a buyer and the necessity of a seller, the necessity of a buyer and the opportunity of a buyer? So it's really who wants to buy more and who wants to sell more. But with us as professionals throughout the years, we really don't want to dictate what they should do, but we want to inform them with as much as possible with the years of experience that we've got, and let them make an informed decision, and then we will absolutely guide them through the process. especially nowadays. Let me tell you, a worldwide title company, it's probably the most extreme important tool at the end, because this is like a rocking ship. Everybody gets on a rocking ship, and you got attorneys, you got buyers, you got sellers, you got mortgage companies, lenders, and the title company is really the one that's driving the ship at the end and says, ready to close, because they are the one that has put everything in place to make it a smooth transaction. And I love to work with Marcy Gregorio at Worldwide Title because of her professionalism and just basically her years of amazing experience that makes this hard business a lot more smoother than what it really is. You wouldn't even notice.
Thank you, George. Yeah, like I think what makes the difference is the feeling of the process from the beginning to the end of what someone goes through really, truly highlights what we do. But I want to showcase you over 30 years of experience. That's a big thing,
Thank you.
I'm sure you've had many, many challenging moments, happy moments, all different types of real estate stories. Share one today that can captivate our audience.
Okay, well, back in an impactful memory in 2008, in the real estate meltdown, I got into development and residential development in the Homestead area here in Florida with another developer as a partner. And we didn't anticipate that knockout, in that everybody felt in a different level. So what I did was, after the 2008-2009 meltdown, which we had just passed a good years of boom, so it was a mixed emotion in the real estate business, but I was smack in the middle. I've always been dealing with the local market, so I decided at that point in time, Marcy, that I would go out and pursue national clients and international clients, as well as I still have in my home state of Florida, in our home state of Florida, the local market. So for the years, that's kind of an impactful memory. But there's many other stories that basically, let's go ahead and put those books back on the shelves, because if not, we'll be here all day. But that's an impactful memory that I have.
Well, no, hello, that's a very good thing, especially now. Miami has been a city that everyone's talking about around the globe. And these relationships that you've curated all over these years, because that's the avenue it took, everyone's coming into Miami and buying. And everyone's like, oh, it's so expensive, it's this. Guess what? It's not stopping the real estate market. People are taking these properties, they're making it happen for them, their families, whether it's investment or living in them, they're making it happen. Having those relationships you curated and built for all this time is amazing.
Thank you, Marcy, and I agree with you 100%. Right now, I see, especially in the high end.
I know.
Especially in the high end, $1 million plus to even $20 million properties. You've got people flocking into Florida. There's basically, maybe a lot of people know this or maybe they don't, but we got approximately 1,000 new Florida residents moving into Florida every single day. Of course, that's divided into the different counties in Florida, but 60% of it comes to South Florida. And the availability of properties that I come across with clients is that they're willing to pay the market price. And the problem that we're having is the availability of the property. They say, find it, I'll pay for it. And in some cases, they want it so bad that they're willing to go over the asking price. So the market is there. It's just really, to your point a little while ago, educating the client, the buyer, the seller, the investors. We do a lot of work with investors in multi-family units, apartment units, office building, commercial. So it's something that whenever they want to reach out to me, I'll be more than glad to give them a free consultation. My thing is to make sure that they are super educated for that decision that they're making, whether it's buying, selling, investing. So that's what I bring to the table, 30-year plus experience. But as I always say, I love to learn a lot more than what I already know.
Yeah, every day is a learning lesson. Every single moment that we take, I learn something new every single day, even in my business of how it can grow. And there's always many ways to do something. It's not just one way. We have to be very flexible in our business of what we do and very creative in thinking different avenues to get us to the finish line, getting it signed, getting people at the end goal, which is buying and selling the home that everybody gets so happy about. So I want to, me and George, you see me and George here today, but there's gonna be a lot of things with me and George coming soon.
Absolutely.
And this is a sneak peek of what you're gonna get. So I definitely want you guys to, make sure you subscribe and like to our YouTube channel. We're gonna connect George with our audience, and we look forward to meeting everybody. George, I wanna thank you for being here today, sharing a little bit about your story, your background, what you do, and kind of, being an embodiment to what a real estate broker should be in our community for people that are looking to buy and sell real estate here in Florida.
And likewise, the feeling is mutual as well for you, Marcy. I want to thank you. I'm very privileged and honored for this invite in your beautiful office here today. As Marcy's points, I would like to also ask everybody to stay tuned. Coming soon, very informative. It's a sneak preview of what we're giving you. In the meantime, please reach out to me. My direct line is 786-252-9442. I apologize beforehand because I do get a lot of calls and messages, but if in case I don't answer the phone, please do leave a message and I will get back to you, because I'm very, very enthusiastic about hearing your needs, what you think about the market, and how we can help. So once again, that phone number direct is 786-252-9442. My company's name is Global Bankers Realty Group. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all over the place. You can find me on social media or reach out to Marcy Gregorio. She can find me. And we'll be here to make sure that we answer all of your questions.
Thank you everyone for tuning in on this next episode, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.
Bye. Thank you guys.